Hi, welcome to YellowSlate, your very own school search engine that helps you find the best schools for your kid based on various filters and parameters. Today we have Mr. Shekhar Manocha, who's here to help us with his thoughts and his perspective on Manav Rachna International School, which is in Charmwood village. Let's talk to him and understand his perspective about the school. Hi Shekhar, thank you so much for joining us. So before we delve into the finer aspects of the school, can you tell us your overall opinion about the school?
We got our daughter into the school when COVID had probably just sort of kicked in. So it was like a year when there was a lot of transitioning happening from the
Offline to online, yeah.
schooling to transitioning to virtual schooling, right?
Yeah.
So we were all trying to get a grasp of how things are going to transpire. So it required a lot of effective communication on either side. And I believe with the means that were available at that point in time, and how quickly they were gotten used to from both the sides, I think both from the school's point of view as well as from our side, I think enabled a wonderful experience in the sense that while, yes, we were all aware that this would probably also add to the screen time, given that everybody will be locked inside the homes and we try and most of the curriculum will be addressed via the tablets
Online,
or the phones, whatever was available. And so all those set up ensuring that the content should be such that it engages the child was something that really it was inspiring in the sense that we were pretty happy because we felt that after a point in time the child may get bored because kids nowadays get bored very quickly. So we thought that perhaps the classroom being available in the form of a tablet now because it's all online may fail to excite the students after a while, but thankfully the content and the activities that were scheduled were such that that it continued to keep our daughter engaged for the greater part. So I think that was the first experience wherein I had this belief that okay, I think we've struck the right chord.
Fantastic. So that's a great start to the schooling of your child. And can you tell us which class is your kid currently going to and also the fee structure of the school?
Sure. So my daughter currently is in grade 1 and it's called grade 1 visualizers. And so the fee structure is like it's approximately 40,000 a quarter. And every single time we go and meet the teacher, whether it's for the educator conference or for that matter the various workshops that are organized, and when we compare it to, because when we were trying to sort of find a school for our kid, we were also trying to do a bit of research in terms of making sure that we are sending our kid to a school that is striking the right balance with the value that it sort of offer and the fee that they charge. And I think when I compare that to a lot of schools that are available around in the neighborhood with the value proposition, 40,000 seems like for a quarter seems like a reasonable ask.
Fantastic. And what do you speak about the quality of the teachers in the school? Did you ever get a chance to speak to them in person?
So as I mentioned that she was admitted to the school when she was in nursery, right? And then came in that time wherein there was a transition that happened. So once the COVID situation relaxed a bit, kids also started seeing school the usual way, right? The old normal.
Yeah.
So that gave us a lot of opportunity to interact with the teachers in person, and right from nursery, I think over to the KG and then to grade 1, I think we've had these many interactions in the form of, like I said, there are quite a few exhibitions held, and there's a bit of the regular parent educator conference that takes care on a periodic basis, and alongside there are certain workshops that they sort of encourage parents to sort of participate in, which probably gives you an idea as to what the kid is learning, and at the same token how we as parents can contribute more. So that is how perhaps we've had these in-person interactions with the teacher.
Great. And for those parents who have shortlisted Manav Rachna but didn't visit the campus yet, what do you have to tell about the infrastructure that they have?
When I was doing my research, Santhan, about the schools that probably I'd be looking forward to send my daughter to, yes, infrastructure was one of the things that also was something that I had in mind, because the objective was not just to ensure that academically the kid gets the right set or the right infrastructure, but even say gets enough so that they can focus on the extracurricular activity bit. So in that sense, with the number of audis that the auditoriums that they've got on various floors, as well as the sports ground that's available with other facilities, I think that really impressed me, because I remembered, I think it was a time that somebody recently in a very prestigious sporting tournament had won a medal for India in shooting, and that kid was an alumni of Manav Rachna Charmwood. So that again sparked a light there in me that okay, so they have this setup available wherein kids would not just be motivated, but they will also have the infrastructure that is needed perhaps to pursue the dream or the choice of discipline that they want to proceed with. There could always be more of it, because again, as the funda goes, that you could always have more of that, right? A little more on the infrastructure will always help. But like I said, based on what I saw when I did the comparison and what I experienced myself, yes, it is absolutely there. But there could be more.
Got it. And you seem to be happy on the whole about the school, but if you have to be critical and tell us the areas where the school can still get better at, what are those areas?
During my interactions with the teachers as well as the coordinator in the school, I've always shared with them that my objective right from the outset, given that I've done a bit of theatre myself, has always been to ensure that the kid gets well-rounded development. It cannot just be focused on, say, a particular discipline. So and they've been very open about it, and have been very encouraging also in the same breath. But I think if I talk about criticality, if I really have to think about it, then I'd say, like I said, from a sporting standpoint, while there's quite a bit that is available, but there is definitely scope for improvement there. There are perhaps more pieces that can be added to the existing infrastructure to make it more worthwhile and open more disciplines perhaps for the kids to pursue.
Got it. That's very interesting. And before we wind up, on scale of 10, with 10 being the highest, how likely are you to recommend Manav Rachna School to any of your peers or kith and kin?
Okay, that's putting me on a spot, because rating, I'm not sure if it's the best yardstick in that regard. But quite frankly, something like I said, it's been close to 3 years now with the school, and with how I see my daughter developing from somebody who's stayed most of the time indoors because of the COVID thing, and then getting an opportunity to participate with her classmates, and then also amongst the people from the same grade, right, from the same class, and the transformation that I noticed with regards to her being able to sort of perform in front of an audience, which was, I think, almost about 250 plus. That kind of a confidence for a kid to get in such early years really benefits them a lot, because that helps shape their personality beautifully, right? So if a school is able to enable that from the very outset, which is like from the very beginning, as soon as they got the opportunity perhaps for the kids to get exposure in such disciplines, I think ticks a lot of boxes for me. And therefore while putting a number is important, so I'd say a good 8.5, 9 on 10 perhaps should sum it up well.
Got it. I'm not surprised. I'm sure it must be a delight to see you, a kid on stage, for somebody who has done a little bit of theatre. So I can definitely empathize with your experience. That was fantastic. Thank you so much for joining us. Parents like you coming forward and sharing your opinions will be of great help for the entire parent community who is looking for good schools in their localities. Thank you once again for your time.